This is the Gears of War Judgement Insane Difficulty walkthrough, getting all the stars and completing all declassified challenges. And this is on downtown Hello Bay, Section 3, Upper State Street. Very first thing, the locusts don't know where you are, so if you can line up that grenade throw, you can get like 4 kills with that grenade toss and make your life a little easier. This first section, it's not too difficult. The first thing you want to do before you even do anything, make sure you have boomers before you start the section. Because if there are boomers, that means there will be Theron guards with cleavers. And you need to get a lot of executions in this section, otherwise you might not get enough stars at the end. And the last thing you want to do is complete this very tough level and not get enough stars. The second section of this level is the tougher part. I'll explain it after I'm done explaining this first section. Just stand at the top of these stairs and use your chainsaw to get as many executions as you can. Obviously, the first thing you want to do earlier is get that grenade kill. Take out all the people with guns as fast as you can, which is the 4 locusts with hammer bursts, and there's 3 boomers and I believe a Cantus. And I think there are a couple tickers, but those are easy to take out. But yeah, you need to get at least almost 2 stars in this first section. And once you complete this area, there will be a couple of tripwire crossbows. If you didn't restart this and you got it in one try, first of all, I congratulate you if you got 3 stars at least. Second of all, if you retried like I did, just to make sure I got the boomers, the crossbows will be back if you did some setup at the end of the previous level. But anyway, make sure you grab a boom shot also. It'll come in handy in the next level. Although now that I think about it, I didn't even use it, so maybe you won't need the boom shot, but I grabbed it anyway, just in case. Yeah, grab that tripwire crossbow. And if you need the ammo, there's an Onyx ammo cache over here that you can grab, which will refill all your ammo for both your guns and give you another grenade. And walking into the next area, don't go up to where it's telling you to go yet, because you need to do some setup. The first thing you want to do is get all 4 shots with this tripwire crossbow set up. And then once you do that, grab the other tripwire crossbow. Although, I encountered a problem where if I had more than 4 tripwire crossbow shots placed, then the oldest one started to disappear. Like, I guess it doesn't like you to have more than 6 or something like that. Not sure why. But yeah, just have those set up before you cross the checkpoint, just for convenience, because you don't want to have to do that setup every time you restart this next checkpoint. And I can almost guarantee you're going to restart it at least once, at the very least, because this next section is very tough. Well, it can be extremely tough if you're not fast with everything. There are a couple of grenades over here if you need to grab them. And a cog tag, if you want it. I'm not doing a cog tag guide, but, there's one. And when you cross this checkpoint, don't walk up to the door, because that will start the wave of enemies. And there's the Declassified challenge. The Declassified challenge is that there will be a heavy Rager offensive, meaning that there will be a lot of Ragers coming, and they won't even be in their normal form. They'll automatically be in their miniature berserker form, or whatever it's called. There's a one shot over here. I recommend moving it to where I am moving it. I'm just moving it over there so I don't have to grab it after I start the enemy wave. And there's also a ranged turret. I recommend setting it up where I will set it up, because The way I set it up is the enemies have trouble walking around the corner, and that makes it more difficult for them to get to me. Oh yeah, and this is another section where you have to defend the bot, but as I've said with all of them, don't worry too much about defending the bot. Worry more about defending yourself, because they do not attack the bot very much for me. I have seen them attack the bot, but, you know, not much. And when you're ready, oh yeah, grab that Bushka I grabbed. It'll be helpful for closing the E-holes. And there, to start the enemy wave, there will be an E-hole opening up right next to that car. Just aim right there, and as soon as you see the car move, fire a shot. And because as soon as the animation starts, that counts as the E-hole being open. And you want to make sure that E-hole is closed as soon as possible. And then once you close it, grab the one shot and just kill everything as fast as you can. There are a ton of enemies in this section. And there are even more if you're not fast with closing those E-holes. I've seen like at least 10 Ragers, 10 or 15 Ragers come out of each E-hole. You do not want that. You need to make sure they are closed as fast as possible, because they will send a lot of them at you if you're not fast. It's the only way I found to get through this section. And closing E-holes gets you a ribbon, which means you get stars faster. And if you can, reload that turret whenever you get a chance. Also, I recommend taking out the Maulers first. I find them to be more of a threat than the Ragers, because they're the Maulers that can take more damage. And the last thing you want is a Mauler that can take a shitload of damage getting really close to you. And this should be the last E-hole. The Bushka is great for taking it out. You can fire it a lot further than you can throw a grenade. And it has an aiming line to make it easier to see where it's going to land. If you have Ragers getting past that turret and running to you, just run around for a bit, and turn around and fire a couple shots, and keep running. They can one-hit you, so don't let them get close to you. But yeah, I made this look a lot easier than what is if you're not fast with taking out everything. Sorry for emphasizing being fast so much on this. It's so important that you have to be fast with it. Otherwise you're going to get overwhelmed with Ragers. And it'll only be Ragers and Maulers in this section for the Declassified challenge. This was easily one of the toughest missions for me to complete. I retried it so many times. I think this video was originally an hour long. And I was mainly just retrying this section, just trying to get it right. Well, actually, I'd say it was about 3/4 just retrying this section. The first section was me just trying to make sure I got the boomers and getting through it. But yeah, there's 3 stars and Declassified challenge.